So um, I hope you can hear everything here. So first we're going to do a frequency, how to calculate frequencies. So we go to analyze, descriptive statistics, frequencies, then we pick the variable that we want to pick. So for example, let's say we want to see in the data set how many people were in the group condition or in the were exposed to the criminal justice. So I choose two variables. Why not? You can pick as many variables as you want. And you can simply click OK, and that will generate the frequency. So this will tell me, in this case, the first variable is how many people are in the control group or in the intervention, the frequency, the percent, and then the valid percent, what it does is takes away the missing values. It takes that into consideration in case of missing values, and then that's it. So that's the frequency table. Now, let's say you have a little bit more of a difficult variable or a variable that has a lot more variation. So for example, let's say we want to do the frequency descriptive statistics, frequency of something like a stress scale. So this is stress, or the bigger variables are usually at the end of the data set, towards the end. So we're gonna go down, 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 down. Let's say, actually, let's use the acculturation scale. Forget about stress. So acculturation scale. So the acculturation scale, I know it's gonna give me a number of values because it's a big scale. So if I look at just do that, I see that the people score in the acculturation scale between 12 and 60. Yeah, so that's the frequency for each of the values in the scale. So 20 people score 12, one person scored 15, and so on and so on. So that's a frequency of a scale. So you see, that's a lot of numbers and difficult. So however, one thing that you could do in addition to that is you can actually go to the frequencies, let's say the acculturation scale. You can go to statistics, and then you say, oh, I want to look at the quartiles. Yeah. And we know based on the class what the quartiles are. I also might want to see the standard deviation, the variance, the range, what is the maximum and minimum value. I already know that. And what is the standard error of the mean. I can get that. I can also get, if I assume that the scale acculturation is a curve, I can look into whether or not it's a skew or the level of kurtosis, or how normal this is. I also can get the mean, the median, and mode of the scale. So look at all these statistics that you can get from the frequencies in one click. So you select the variable, you do statistics, you get all that. You can click on charts, and you can get what? A histogram. And you can get also the normal curve. Click continue, then you click OK, and you get all that information. You get the same frequency table I show you, and here you get the histogram. You get where are the values? Oh, here are the statistics. Here, my apologies. So let's see what else you have. So that's for frequencies and all the descriptive data for frequencies. Now, let's say you want to calculate chi-square. You can go to cross tabs. So you go analyze, descriptive, cross tab, and you need two variables, yeah, that are usually dichotomous, meaning variables that are either have two values. Okay, so in this case, for example, I can say condition in one group, so whether people were in the control or the intervention group, and then choose a variable that, we will assign that in the midterm that it's a dichotomous variable. So for example, global distress or anxiety at baseline. An anxiety at baseline has two values, either 0 or 1. 0 means mild to moderate symptoms. 1 means that the person meets criteria for severe anxiety. We go into the statistics and we say we want the chi-square for it. We hit continue. We might want the percents of the row. Okay, we continue. Then we hit OK, and it generates the kind of a 2x2 table here. These are again the percents based on the row, where we have a total of 162 who were in the control group, 161 were in the intervention, and how many have severe symptoms of anxiety. You see? So, and then you look at the chi-square. So to give you, using the Pearson chi-square in this case is 99.858. The p-value in this 0.000, so it's less than 0.001. So that means that there's a significant difference here between one group and another in terms of the level of anxiety. So in this case, people who were in the intervention group at baseline had significantly higher level of anxiety because it's 90.1% versus 36.4% than those in the control group. So that's something to take into consideration. Well, we don't need to talk about the implications of that. I just showed you the mechanics of this. I hope this is useful. Again, we cover frequencies and chi-square. Thank you. Let me see if I